Hey guys, it's Carly here for MFT, and today I wanted to share with you this rainbow snowflake card that has a little interactive surprise inside that's super easy to make. So I'm starting with some ink blending. I've got my favorite rainbow of Distress Oxide ink colors. I've got a half sheet of cardstock that I'm going to use to die cut some snowflakes. And then I've got a quarter sheet, which is going to be my card front. I've actually got my snowflake die out so I can kind of lay it down and see where the colors are going to overlap on that die cut. Make sure that I've got a little bit of orange and a little bit of pink and the next colors and the next colors. I'm not working on super smooth blend in between all the colors because I am going to die cut that piece, but on the other piece, the smaller piece that's my card front, I am trying a little bit hard to get a good smooth blend in between all of those rainbow colors. I've set the big panel aside to dry before die cutting, and then I die cut some white snowflakes for my card front and embossed a sentiment strip. And as I was starting to arrange it, I decided I wanted a little bit of texture in the background, so I'm doing some water splatters. So I sprayed my hand and then shook it onto my panel to get some big drops, and then I also misted it directly to get some small drops and dried it with a paper towel. So now that I've got that splatter texture, I'm adding my snowflakes back. I'm just using a glue pen and positioning them off the edges and then using scissors to trim off those pieces. And I'm saving those little pieces just in case. And I actually did end up using those little bits, plus a whole nother snowflake, so I'm glad I saved them. And now that the panel is finished, I need to put it on my folded card, so I'm using a little bit of strong double-sided tape. And a trick that I learned from my friend Julie Ebersol that I always use now is just to pull the liner paper back halfway, and that gives you a little more control to make sure you get your panel onto your card straight and even. Thank you, Julie. So once I get the one edge really centered and, carefully pull off that liner paper, I usually just go ahead and rip all the other 3 liner papers off and call it good because I've usually got it, centered onto my card front by then. Now I forgot that I haven't adhered my sentiment strip on the front, but it's still going on there. But in the meantime, I also want another sentiment on the inside of my card. Both of the sentiments are from the cute MFT Coolest Friends set, the one that's going on the front and the one that I'm stamping here on the inside. And now my card is ready for that fun inside surprise. So I've taken that second sheet that I ink blended and I've die cut it so that I have a bunch of rainbow snowflakes. Then I'm using a glue pen to adhere the snowflakes together in a chain, and just a little bit of glue though. So like a little part of the branch, would you call it a branch on a snowflake? A leg? Just a small section on each snowflake, and so that the color is kind of continuous. So the pink on the first one glues to the pink on the second one, then the purple on the purple, and so it makes a little rainbow chain of snowflakes. And my rainbow chain of snowflakes needs to go inside the card. So where they meet in the middle of those 4, that's going to be where the fold of my card is, and I'm going to use a little bit of glue pen to adhere the snowflake on each side. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the pink and orange snowflake, put it down on the card so that the fold of the card meets the middle of the chain, push it down, then kind of fold over the chain to see where things are going to fit and land, put a little bit more glue on that side of the snowflake chain, and then to adhere it to the card, I'm going to close it shut. I think I'm making this sound more complicated than it is. So I hope that it's looking like it makes sense to you, that it's just a little bit of adhesive on either end of the snowflake chain. It's free to move in the middle, and then it might just take a little bit of fussing around to make it fold nicely. So like I actually popped out that middle part, you can see, so I could fold it so that then when you open the card, it pops up, your little surprise snowflake chain. Now off camera, I finally remembered to add that sentiment strip to the front with a little bit of foam adhesive, and here you can see what the finished card looks like. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I hope to see you again here soon.